for FC Goa. We'll be updating you with the league as it stands. There it is.
Can't be caught. That's exactly what they want today.
Pena. Now, Jamshedpur, even a win will mean worst ever tally of points. Last 2 seasons was way more impressive. 26 in season 4, 27 points in season 5. They could get to 21 this season.
Just missed out in season 4 as well, didn't they? Steve Coppell was in charge then, and it was a game against Goa that sealed their fate here, actually at the Furnace, where, if I remember correctly, and I haven't seen this that often in football, both goalkeepers got sent off. Subrata after about 15 minutes, and I think it was Katamani then, back then, that got sent off with about 10 minutes to go.
One of those, of course, on the bench tonight for Jamshedpur, Shubhadipal. Koro, once again in the hunt. What a fantastic season. Away record also quite insane. 24 goals in 25 away games. It doesn't matter where he's playing, as long as he's playing. Chahu sends it in towards Murtada Fall. Well, Rafi came out and in the end gathered the ball well.
I like that from the young 21-year-old. Bold and strong.
Ranawade gets an important touch. Lenny will sweep this up. And given away by the right back. Mandar.
స్ట్రైక్ డిసడ్వాంటేజ్ ఇప్పుడు చూడు, ఇప్పుడు ముగ్గురు ప్లేయర్లు కనిపిస్తారు మనకు స్క్రీన్ మీద. పుట్టి ఫారూక్ మీద అది డిసైడ్ 4-5 అంతా ఒకటే సపోర్ట్ ఉన్నాడు. సపోర్ట్ ఎస్పెషల్లీ వింగ్స్ నుంచి మిడ్ఫీల్డర్స్ నుంచి సపోర్ట్ ఈ మూమెంట్ కనిపిస్తుంది, క్లియర్ కనిపిస్తుంది. ఆల్రెడీ బ్యాట్స్మెన్ స్టాక్
Sumit Passi towards Mobashir. Looking for a Costa, but no nonsense clearance from Ranawade. Monroy. Goa can't win it with a high press, not yet, but they are putting some pressure on Memo, who's come away with it. And nicely played towards Acosta. Quick look up as well, angle ball forward, looking for Farooq Chaudhry. Great slide from Murtada Fall.
Yeah, good interception there.
Now Jackie for the first time on the run, which was cut short confidently.
Yeah, the defensive action was spot on there from Murtada Fall. Just managed to intercept it before it went further forwards.
Mandar. A few long balls troubling Goa, but still very much in control. The story of the season has been that every time there's been a reply or an equalizer against them, just go on and score within the next 5-6 minutes. Just don't give any team the time to settle on a lead. That's where Goa have excelled. Koro went for that through ball with the top of his foot. Amarjeet. Farooq once again. Back heel didn't work out. Still in space is Grande. Now Monroy, first time looking for Acosta, who's brought it down brilliantly on his stronger side. Acosta from a tight angle, deflection and out. Corner then for Jamshedpur.
Well, at least Ame went and fronted him up, got in front of him and made Acosta make the decision of what he had to do. Just enough of a deflection. 2 balls on the pitch, I think.
And they wanted to take that corner quickly. Just unsettle Goa a little bit. First 10 minutes. And Goa have had that only the one chance. Boomo going forward and trying to play towards Len. Interesting ball. Mobashir completely missing it. Now Boomo could escape. Oh, he's got a lot of space to exploit, and Koro is one-on-one. Could draw first blood. Stone cold serial goal scorer Ferran Korominas, and it could be the goal that could spur them on towards Asia.
He was never ever going to miss that. But where's the defence? They've attacked. Mobashir gets it completely wrong with that strike, and within, 6-7 seconds, they've gone down the other end of play, and unselfishly, Hugo Boomo has done the right thing here. That is shocking. You've got to take him out. You have to take one for the team there. No one there. It's rolled into the path of Koro, and you know, it's only ever going one place. If he's bearing down on goal, young Rafiq comes out, tries to narrow the angles, tries to stay big, but can't. Koro has that guile, that gusto to finish it off, and it's a dream start for Goa.
And if they wanted a sign that they are in control, there it is. A bit of an industrious start from Jamshedpur. Well, that's come to an end. Koro just reminding them who's the boss as far as it comes to scoring goals on this pitch. Moves up level with Roy Krishna now for the golden boot. 14 goals, another incredible season.
Yeah, but it's only in 15 starts. He hasn't played every game. He was injured and out for a spell, wasn't he?
Of course, the same old protagonists, but as far as setting up goals go, Hugo Boomo has created a Hero ISL record now. 9 assists, the most by any player ever. And what a rise towards being the main man for Goa.
No, he really has stood up and been counted this year. Last year was a little bit more individual and individualistic with the way that he moved around the pitch. Seemed to be a lot was for himself. This year, that has been 180 degrees spun around, because he's just playing for the team. And look at how his game has flourished as well. Most improved player by a country mile this season, Hugo Boomo, in my opinion.
Lots of discussion will soon start over who's been the best player this season in the Hero ISL. His name will be part of the rounds, surely.
Well, it is from me. And that I can tell you, he has been one of the best.
ETK will be watching, hoping for a miracle now. Oh, Jackie bearing down. Don't want that in a one-on-one situation. He's in red-hot form as well, looking for his 5th goal in as many games.
You said about ATK, they can only kick themselves because they had the opportunity. It was in their hands. No, it's not.
Len. Onto Boomo's ball. Mandar in support. And Jahu, as usual, providing another body to pass at. Here's Murtada fall over the top this time. Looking for Boomo, who'd just escaped off the shoulder of his marker. Sumit Pasi at left back. What do you think of that?
No comment. I mean, it's almost like Nikhil Pujari. We saw him play right wing and then left back as well. You can't be a right winger and a left back. You can be a right winger and possibly fill in at right back or vice versa, but you can't go from right wing to left back. You can't go from centre forward to holding midfield player to left back. It doesn't make sense.
Acosta towards Grande. Fall is with him. A chance for a crossing or a shot. I went for the shot in the end, Mobashir.
Nami again, the right place at the right time. It's unfortunate that he's got to come up against the challenge of Sheraton for that right back position. But he's had his chance and he's got his chance today. It's up to him to take it.
This time they've taken it short and quick, but closed down by Jackie. And then Corwin support. Now forwards defending. Chahu. Jackie and Amarjeet. Acosta looking for the 1-2. Farooq trying to hold off Jahu. Now Lenny. Here come Goa again. Lendungal. Space for Bumu down the left. Still Bumu. He's gone past Karan Amin. Bumu's put it in. Cleared away by Sumit Pasi. And then his header. Not what he intended. And now Grande.
Coro outside the box then. That was strange.
Swept out wide again towards Acosta, who's providing that outlet down the left. Sumit Pasi. Amarjeet. Jackie backtracking. Amarjeet onto his better side.
When do you think the last time he scored a goal from there was?
Hasn't.
Exactly. There are better options, better things that he could have done with the ball there. He's still a youngster, but should know better. That man, we saw there, Castell, what a revelation he was at the start of the season. We thought that he was going to be up there for the Golden Boots, the way that he played. Unfortunately, it hasn't worked out for him with the injury.
Yeah, two huge misses in there in Castell and Aridane Santana, both suffering with injuries.
Yeah, both affected their clubs, didn't they? The ones that were banging the goals in.
Nicely done. And Anaware's touch not quite so much, but recovered well. Here's Fall. Pena. And Mandar. And business as usual so far from FC Goa. And Koro out wide. And he'll quickly try to get central. Swap positions with Len if he can keep possession, that is, which he does.
Had to fight for it though, didn't he?
A great footballing culture, of course, with the TFA and the legacy of that. Part of Jamshedpur. Look to exploit that even more in the seasons to come. For now, they've got to defend against Jackie. Bumu's an option. He went slightly forward. Jackie once more, if he can get in there. In the end, nothing really worked out.
I think you could see what he was trying to do. He wanted it to cut back. That's what happened. I think it's Bumu that checked, and it was Koro that carried on his run. You can see Bumu just hanging on the edge of the box. Koro just couldn't get there where Jackie wanted to roll it.
Just making sure that everybody's on their man, which probably didn't happen. Surely not for the first goal. How they were hit on the counter.
Yeah, Monroy just saying there, you've got to come back, you've got to get back in, and you've got to mark people.
Bumu on the corner. Sent in low and hard. Here's Memo.
They got away with that one, didn't they?
Mandar, the last man. Jamshedpur did trouble Goa got that goal in the 17th minute in the reverse fixture and then dug in and got the victory. And this time Goa have scored the first goal. And they hardly conceded in the first half.
Still a long way to go though. We're only coming up to 20 minutes, so still plenty of time for Jamshedpur.
Acosta surely the target. Now the passing towards the left has been brilliant. So has his first touch usually. Acosta trying to buy a yard, run over, he sticks with him, still sends the cross in. Farooq Chaudhary hitting it right back towards Acosta. Of course the intention was to score that goal. Elaborate attempt.
Tried the spectacular, didn't he? I think it was a little bit too high, the lights. I think he's bemoaning that fact. Well, no, Acosta does well to create that half a yard. I think it's just always behind him. That was the tough thing.
A couple of times they've attempted to go for the spectacular once from that corner, which was set up for Mobashir to hit first time. That had very little chance of going anywhere near the goal, but then they paid for it and saw an equally simple goal scored at the other end. As you mentioned last time, indeed a Goa game, simplicity is genius, isn't it? Oh, good ball forward. And Nawaz stayed on his feet, he got the ball.
Comfortable, easy for him in the end. As long as you attack the ball as a keeper. Seen too many keepers trying to punch and fist the ball away to safety. If somebody goes into you, the referee will give you a foul. It's as simple as that.
Pena. Koro back to the centre back. And Bumu. Almost a good stop with his studs. Farooq in between two defenders and onto the ball. Here's Monroy. Acosta. Mobashir is in support. Acosta has other ideas, goes for the crossing. Farooq Chaudhary, but Mandar was there and should be able to see it away. Taking his time though.
Very much taking his time rather than dealing with the ball. Sometimes you have to just deal with the ball.
Bumu. Koro's asking for it. Jackie's in space as well. Here's Jackie Chan. Lendungal. Jackie Chan's pass just sort of taking the pace away from the attack that Goa was springing upon Jamshedpur in search for that second goal. Oh, it's going to be difficult for ATK in the run-in with Chennai and Bengaluru. Just say Goa were probably confident of the fact that there will be a point when ATK will drop some points. It's just that will to remain in the race in case they do. And that'll define who ends up winning the league. Try to turn on the ball, Koro. Here's Monroy. Out wide. Here, Grande. Amarjeet. And Grande once again. He'd rather be the target man in the box than deliver this. And Goa just happy to let Jamshedpur have the ball, come at them, because look very well placed on the counter. And Jamshedpur leaving gaps of green grass at the back. Memo. Cross comes in from Karan Amin.
Penny got away with that one.
Sumit Pasi for Acosta. Amarjeet was part of the under-17 team, under-17 Indian football team that played in the under-17 World Cup in 2017. Oh, lots of 17s in there.
Is that your lucky number?
Farooq Chaudhary will be hoping it's his. Sumit Pasi. A nice challenge in the end from Fall. Sent in by Acosta, away from Pena. Just hitting Bumu in the back. Grande. Amarjeet. Enough space on the left, also on the right. Here's Karan Amin. Just can't break the lines of defence, can they, Jamshedpur?
No, and it gets a little bit scruffy as well, doesn't it, from both sides, conceding possession with turnovers very quickly. That's nice, though.
Oh, lovely flick. Now a chance for a good crossing as well. Grande! Oh, it's gone wide. And one cannot explain how. 2 or 3 yards away.
Great build-up. Lovely play there from Jamshedpur, but how, oh how, has Grande missed this one? Sumit Pasi with a delightful ball in. Oh my goodness. It's hit his chest. What a chance to draw things all square.
Golden opportunity. This is that earlier chance when Mandar was very comfortably placed to save it, but one after this, the one we just saw. Warning, a bit of a warning there for Goa.
But Nawaz got that all wrong, didn't he? That one there with Farooq Chaudhary.
Monroy once again looking for Noah Costa. Back to where it all began, and now towards Karan Amin. A good challenge from Len. Pace and power. And finally foul given, free kick in favour of Goa.
Karan Amin going into the back of Lendungal, was it? Monroy's not having it. That's Amarjeet that's down. Just wonder what's happened there. Has something happened that we didn't see?
This is the goal.
How perfect is that ball from Hugo Bumo? Don't check your run, Coro. Just keep going and I'll put it on a plate for you. When he gets in behind, nah, forget it. 1-0.
He's got an incredible conversion rate. Still going strong. That strong. 14 now. Roy Krishna and Koro. Vasquez and Obeche not too far behind. Bumu is in there. Midfielder with 9.
Scary, isn't it? It's actually very, very scary. There are going to be more games for particularly the top 3 or 4 out of the top 5 that we saw there. So there is chances to add. What I will say is keep an eye out for an Ogbeche hat-trick when Curler play. He'll want to make a statement. Finish the season on a high.
Jackie given away cheaply to Monroy. And Jamshedpur, of course, 10 points in their opening 5 games. And since then, just 8 of their last 12. 1 victory in their last 12 Hero ISL games. It doesn't make for good reading.
And the table doesn't lie, does it, come the end of a season? That's why they're in 8th place.
Monroy making up the yards, finding Acosta. Mobashir. Surely looking for Farooq. Can he bring it down? He can. And then Pena had to intercept. Saving Mandar there. Wonder how he lost the ball out to Farooq. Switching the wings very well. Here's Monroy once again, going down the left towards Acosta. Amir Ranawari is having a very busy game indeed. Costa one way, then the other, low ball in, and Murtada Fall clears it out. Corner for Jamshedpur, and this time they'll be wanting to keep it simple.
I don't think that Fall's happy with himself there with that clearance. Could have had time to stop that and clear his lines. I think he was bemoaning the fact no one communicated with him.
Once again they've lost the ball from a corner. Here comes Koro. He has the pace. Isn't a player who slows down, but Amarjeet's perfectly timed sliding challenge.
I thought that might have been a foul, you know, because that's what should have happened with the goal. You've got to take one for the team. Amarjeet, let's have a look. Does he get anywhere on the ball? Oh, he gets some of the ball, but he's still off the ground. That's the thing that people look at. Are you in control? No, it's considered reckless. He's got his trailing leg just there. Yeah, okay, we'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one.
What is with losing the ball during corners? It's just that transition. They know Goa are so strong at it. 6 clear as it stands, 80k with the game in hand. But Jamshedpur must make sure that all those attacking opportunities they're getting, the free kicks and the corners, it can't work in favour of the opposition. Here comes Boo now. Koro ahead of him as usual.
That was close. I bet that was very, very close. Memo just in the right place at the right time.
Seamless transition, as you said. He's done well.
Doesn't have to do anything. He's got his 11. They all know what they're doing. It's just keeping it, the momentum, keep everybody ticking over. But there's a little bit of inspiration in there as well, I'm sure, which is what would be required from him.
Pumu marshalled well in the end. Fall, towering header towards Jackie. Chahu tends to buy time every time he has the ball. Mandar. I wonder if he was looking for a flick or something.
Yeah, he was, and you know, just do the simple things. Simplicity is genius. Just a little pass, that's all you need.
Fastest player, probably the oldest player also on the pitch.
Not bad for a 37-year-old. He's almost running as quick as he is old. Almost 32 kilometres an hour. That's some going for a 37-year-old.
Jackie, what's he, 34? He's going at that speed as well.
Well, there's some younger players out there that should be looking to top that.
Grande. Now running into Pumu, Chahu rather, who's got the block. The play stopped. The referee probably thinks head injury.
I think his momentum, Grande's momentum, took him into Jahu's head. No malice at all in this. This is just a nice tackle between two players. There's the block and bang, there you go. Clash of heads. I bet he's up and running around in a couple of seconds.
Iriondo's seen his team produce a few good chances. Nothing has come off so far. He's been scrappy in certain phases, but there have been some very good attacking movements happening. Len with that early chance, Koro with the goal. Farooq a couple of times almost making an inroad, and then Grande from 3 yards out and missing his header. Koro gets there first. Can he sort his feet out? Still Koro.
Penalty.
Dug it out for Pumu. No shouts. Interesting. Still Pumu. Now Lenny turns back towards Chahu, just overhit. Here's Grande. Call that miss, but just wondering why none of the players in the white shirts said anything about that.
Yeah,
Neither did Koro.
I think I blinked, and when I blinked, that must have been when he went down, because there's obviously no contact. Do know that Koro can go to ground cheaply. I'd like to see that one again, though, if I'm being honest.
Peña. And this time goes over the top. Looking for Pumu's run, Koro's run, so many options there. Len. Now they've been switching a little bit. Len coming in, tucking in. At times when Koro's gone out wide, we've seen Pumu make runs down that left channel in the absence of Brandon. Here comes Len. Once again, more central. Pumu. This is where he likes to operate. Lenny. And Jackie, first time, crosses inviting. Brumu goes for the header. And it's wide. Rafiq probably had that covered. Who's marking him though?
Wasn't that wide, was it? Joyner it was that was going to attack that one. Jackie just whips the ball in. That's a little slip from Memo. Which is why he was just a yard away from him. That's flashed past the post, hasn't it? Wow.
Looking for his 10th goal this campaign.
Was it 9 assists as well? Goal contributions 18.
Yeah. Good numbers for a player who plays in the hole.
9 assists and 9 goals, yeah.
Karan Amin. Len has been winning all those challenges. Every time Karan Amin has bombed forward in the overlap, Len just has too much pace and power for him.
That's what Len does though. Does wear his heart on his sleeve. And then Dungle.
Just overplayed. One pass too many between Jahu and Lenny, but Goa still in complete control of possession, as they like to be. Nawaz not the greatest of clearances. Straight to Amarjeet, who's given it back to FC Goa. And this time he's taken a touch, and this time he's put it out. They'll be hoping complacency doesn't creep in.
Yeah, they will be. They do look as though they've gone a little bit off the boil at the moment.
I mean, 2 players onto him now. Is looking for a corner, but it will be a goal kick.
Here's that one before with Coro. Let's have a look. Backing in, he moves the ball. No, that's a dive. He should be booked for that. Simulation. Should be a yellow card.
One eye on the referee on the way down.
It's always good when you're diving in midair and you can see the referee. Just, please give it to me, ref.
Northeast against Hyderabad. Well, 2 teams that have yet to figure out their potential. The planning will begin for next season. Mandar. Amarjeet.
It's just got a little bit stagnated, this one, hasn't it? A little bogged down in the middle of the park.
Early Goa goal usually does that, isn't it? And they like to sit on that lead and then look for the counters.
Yeah, they do. Then they explode, don't they? And if they decide to get it together, they'll get 2 or 3 in quick succession.
Pumo. I couldn't find the gap. Sumit Pasi had closed it down. Acosta. A challenge from Ranaware. Didn't get enough of the ball according to the ref.
Not correct decision.
Jackie. Comes off Pumo in the end. Memo's clearance.
A little bit of head tennis going on at the moment, isn't there? Who can keep the ball in the air the longest?
Farouk from very deep. Monroy. Here's Jackie. Looking for the 1-2. I can't get to the end of that.
Well, they said that Grande was supposed to be playing on the right-hand side. That was the formations that the club gave us. And you could see there Monroy looking and looking and looking. Where is he? He's on the left wing. Over with Noah Costa. He's not. There's no outlet down the right-hand side. That's the problem Jamshedpur have.
Oh, again, beautiful ball for Acosta. They've found that again and again. It's going to be a yellow, though, for stopping him. Amairano, where they had no other option.
Yeah, Mamitaki won't put up with that. Lovely ball, nice switch there from Monroy. Great touch from Noah Costa. When you put your arm out like that, you're just inviting the referee to book it. That's why he's gone into the card, or his name's gone in the book, and he's got his first card.
They've given Goa something to think about. And that Grande header, he'll be regretting, but can they produce another opportunity? Few scares. Penya Mandar getting away with a couple of scuffed clearances, some weak challenges. Goa have that first goal though. Jamshedpur are still in it. 40th minute. Acosta sent in with some pace. Ooh, got the header as well. Again, Grande.
Yep, just couldn't get the angle that he wanted. Just slightly stooping down, and it was slightly behind him as well, I think, which is why it's more difficult to angle that goal bound. Go down as another chance though for Jamshedpur.
Yeah, Majid. A solid challenge, which is of course a foul.
He's on 3 yellow cards. Normally he would be right in the referee's face going nuts, and it is a foul. And to be fair, that could be a yellow card. Step right across him, arm up in the face. Trying to catch him on the follow through as well. But Bumu is trying to play a reserve game, because if that booking comes today, him or Lenny, they will miss the first leg of the semi-final.
Monroy, he's been very busy, along with Farooq. All of them Jamshedpur players. Top 5 players with the most amount of distance covered there is. Here's Bumu, sliding challenge. And that's why Monroy, because he's tracked all the way behind.
Well, sometimes it's easier to let the ball do the work, save your legs a little bit. You still have to run those distances, and we expect them from midfield players. Box to box, up and down.
Mandar, push and touch from Koro.
With 3 points, but maybe just a few quiet words at half time just to calm them back down. Go out and play a little bit more is what's required.
Monroy. Pass is slightly advanced as Acosta's dropped, but here's Bumu on the ball in his stride. Bumu's shot straight to Rafiq.
Just didn't get the power, did he? Everybody backed off him though, allowed him to stroll in there. Half a chance though.
Acosta. I'd like to turn on it, Rana, but he has to be careful. He's on a yellow, on a warning. Monroy managing midfield for Jamshedpur. Here's Karan Amin. Runs from Grande and Farooq both. He couldn't find either of them. Lenny for Koro, dropping deep and then pushed off the ball by Amarjeet.
There is Tilly, Castell and Pitti. How about this for a lovely little move? There, look, Memo backs off. Just cut the angle at the right time. Comfortable though for the keeper, Rafiq.
Most of his touches in the attacking zone. That's where his influence lies. You've got players like Lenny and Jahu covering. Number 10 can get enough freedom to go forward without worrying about tracking back time and again. There's Bumu. Mandar on the overlap. Bumu arranges it for Len. Back in again, looking for Bumu. Was Koro trying to return the favour?
Could have gone out wide there. Jackie was open. It's been spirited though from Jamshedpur, hasn't it? They've given a go. just not good enough in that final third. That's what's let them down. The opportunities to score the goals, the chances they've created, just haven't had that final touch. Goa, clinical counter-attack from a corner that they're defending, and well, they seem happy at the moment.
Acosta over the top for Sumit Pasi, who's already seen one glorious cross being wasted by Grande. Amarjeet into the channel, Murtada fall, quickly there to cut out the pass. Now Pasi, Mobashir, Acosta towards Monroy, looked up and sent that delivery. Well, fall was always favourite on that occasion.
Oh, was that Grande again? Yeah. Another nice little floated ball in there from Monroy. It's out of fall, doing just enough to ensure that Grande couldn't get the header goal bound.
No real challenge yet for Nawaz.
No, not really. He hasn't. I mean, they've hit the target once or twice, I think. Jamshedpur, but not with venom, not with pace. Hasn't really been called into action. I think we've seen Rafiq called into action a little bit more with the shots that have gone on target.
Difficult to remember which Jamshedpur attempt was on target, in fact.
Well, according to the stats on the official website, they have had one on target. Must have been a back pass.
Probably that high ball that came in that Nawaz had to save. But of course, there have been opportunities. Jamshedpur have created openings.
Yeah, they've just wasted them in the final third. It's their final touch. And because the main man isn't there, Castell, that's where they've been lacking.
Beating the Goan press. Here come Jamshedpur once more. Oh, glorious ball for Acosta. This time he checks in. He's got time, Acosta, and now Nawaz called into action.
There you go. That's a good save from Mohamed Nawaz, and that's better from Noel Costa. I'll tell you what, Ame got caught ball watching there. It was a defence splitting pass, and Ame did well just to try and recover, but Nawaz, that near post, big save for the young boy.
Monroy, here comes the corner and clear away. Chahu was there waiting, and that was the last play of this first half. First half that has seen Jamshedpur pry and prod time and again, but it was that one stab from Koro after Bumu's assist that has made the difference. As it stands, Jamshedpur 0, FC Goa 1. A point will be enough for the visitors to win the Hero ISL League stages.
अरे भैया दो बिस्लरी दियो।
ये ले थारी बिस्लरी।
ये बिस्लरी है?
हाँ हाँ बिस्लरी है।
भैया ऊँट है, गधे नहीं।
अरे बिस्लरी निकाल, बिस्लरी।
समझदार जानते हैं कि हर पानी की बोतल बिस्लरी नहीं, इसलिए सिर्फ